adventures.
Well, all right, here it is, folks, in all its glory. The Ruger Toklat 454 Casoul. Of course, it can also fire 45 long Colt, but there's few things that Chuck from Alaska Ballistics and I agree on, but one of the things we do agree on is that the Ruger Toklat is the #1. It's the top revolver for bear defense that you can get in Alaska. It was really cool. They even named it after the Toklat River in Alaska because it was designed for heavy ammo, big hard cast like this, for defense against grizzly and brown bear. So you got the rubber grips, 5-inch barrel. It's fairly heavy, so the recoil is not too bad, and it is part of the Ruger Super Red Hawk family. Now, this is no ordinary Toklat. This has had work done by Wild West Guns, which I think their work is incredible. But it's about half of their Wolverine package. They offer a package called the Wolverine, where they take one of these guys, and check out Firepower 500 on Instagram. He's got one, but they actually rechamber it for some crazy cartridge that's even bigger and beefier than the 454 Casoul. They put ports in it. And then they do the rest of their work, which is, this has been bead blasted. So it's kind of got that matte finish, so there's going to be less glare. But I do have the trigger job. So typically I prefer a Smith & Wesson trigger over a Ruger trigger on a revolver. You know, the normal Red Hawk, you know, it feels like you're really pulling on a staple gun. Just a really long trigger pull, whereas the Smith & Wesson's is super smooth. This trigger job they did, however, beats any Smith & Wesson revolver trigger. I don't know how they did it, but they did an amazing job. So, unfortunately, not unfortunately, but the single action trigger is just crazy. And one of the times Chuck actually destroyed his chronograph is because his trigger is such a hair trigger and so light that as he was pulling up, he kind of touched the trigger and it went off and he blew his chronograph apart. And I almost did that the other day. I was out shooting this. We're doing some videos. Chuck helped me do some videos with New York Prepper. We're doing some collaborations on revolvers. And I did blow the base out of my chronograph because this hair trigger is just so light. So we are going to check it out and see exactly how light it really is. So let me find my trigger pull gauge. All right, so we're going to just test the single action here because that is where this beast shines. So here we go. Let's see what kind of pulls we get. Make sure this is on the camera. First it said 1.5. That can't be right. Let's delete that. Okay. 1.93. 1 pound, 93 ounces. Let's enter that one. Do it again. £1, 9.9. Let's do one more. This is crazy. This literally is a hair trigger. 1 pound, 5.5 ounces. And so our average is 1 pound, 9.6 ounces. So there you have it, folks. I'd check out Wild West Guns if you're interested in something like this. It's kind of sad. Ruger doesn't produce this anymore. I think this was a Lipsy special, or one of, not Davidson's. I'm pretty sure it was a Lipsy special. But they used to be easy to find. Like, even 3 years ago, they were all over. You could see them in gun shops and classifieds. Now, not so much. Guys tend to grab these up. Some people have even more than one. I got one of my buddies on Instagram said he just bought another one so he could have two just to have it. But they're hard to find. It is a beloved pistol in Alaska, and I'm sticking with that it's the best bear defense you can get in a revolver for the Northern Territories. Let me know what you guys think. A couple weeks I'll have some videos on some testing with revolvers I'm doing with New York Prepper. All right, thanks guys.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time.